Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. Oh my God, food nearly came out. I had a quick bite before this game tonight. But we're live for Brentford against Liverpool. And I really do hope that Brentford get a result here tonight after United won and went into the top four. And if we win again, if Liverpool don't win again, we could be top of the, well, not top of the league, but we could be ahead of Liverpool. Get your words out. 8 p.m. kickoffs, do we like them? 69% of you say yes. I don't like 8 p.m.s on a Saturday night. Saturday night for me is movie night. It's not football night, but we're here. And to be honest with you, you've caught me in a good mood. The amount of times over the years I've come in here after... Come on, I don't want yellow. Well, the bloody... I don't want yellow. I want light blue. Yeah, the amount of times I've come in here after a Man United game over the years and we've lost and I'm just using it as escapism, whereas now I'm actually feeling it. So, yeah, hopefully Brentford can get something here against Liverpool. Obviously, their former goalkeeper. Right, I need to change the... Oh, God. Technology has not been my friend tonight. Off. We will get there. Off. I'm looking forward to this game tonight anyway. Come on, Brentford. And I tell you what, if the producers not put the bloody league table in here, they're fired. They haven't. You're fired. You're fired. Top 10. That's what I want to look at. Before the team news happens, hang it in the Louvre. Hang it in the Louvre. There we go. I've got to get the timer on as Brentford launch a long throw into the box. We want to see loads of those tonight. Yeah, we want to see loads of those tonight. Hey, Gabby. Gabby, we want to see loads of throws into the box tonight, Gabby. Ooh, I could crush a grape. There we go. Timer's ready. We're ready. How are we all doing? Okay, I have got the teams on the screen for myself now, so I will read through them. But Saturday Night Live on That's Football. Make sure you share the video and subscribe. Thank you, everybody. I had 60,000 people on the United stand about 5 minutes ago. I've got 4,600 here. Where have they all gone? It's mad. I thought they'd all be here hoping Liverpool are going to lose. They're not. Okay, let's go through these teams. So, tonight, Matthew, we've got Kelleher, Coyote, Collins, Vandenberg, Azure, Yarmouk, Henderson, Damsgaard, Utara, Shade, and Thiago for Brentford. And for Liverpool, we've got Mahmoud Bradley, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkez, Szoboszlai, Jones, and Wirtz. And then Salah, Gakpo, and Ekitike, which means no Isak on the bench. Don't know where he is. McAllister is on the bench. Gravenberch is injured. I think it's interesting how he's gone back to Kirkez at left back. I think this Liverpool team's beatable. Curtis Jones will be decent. Szoboszlai will be decent. But we know that Wirtz has struggled to score goals. Gakpo's in good form. Ekitike's in good form. Salah's not. Bradley's been good. Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkez, not so sure, and I don't rate the keeper. So, could be a difficult night tonight for Liverpool. And there's another chance for Brentford to launch a throw in here. Look at the league table. Liverpool are above us on goal difference if they get a draw as it stands. But if they lose, we're above them. Big long throw. Goal! Get in! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Brentford! 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 I mean, I'm impartial. I'm impartial. But come on! Come on! Long throwing. Can I just shock you? I love long throw-ins. I love them. Oh my God. I really didn't expect Brighton to get, sorry, Brentford to be getting a goal from a long throw-in with Van Dijk in the side. But that is textbook. And I told you the keeper's shaky. I told you he's shaky. Watch the long throw-in here. Keeper. Yeah. Oh, could it be Kirkes? Could it be Kirkes at fault again? I'm not even a bloody Liverpool fan. I'm telling you. Why is Andy Robertson not playing for Liverpool? Kirkes is a bloody liability and Slot's just determined to slot him in. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, look, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it like that. Change the league, get the thing going on. I mean, I'm loving this. This just feels great. But on a real, why does he keep forcing Kirkes into the team? Kirkes was brilliant last season for Bournemouth, but at Liverpool he's looked totally out of it. And maybe Andy Robertson can't play 2 games in a week. I don't know, but he's a liability. It was just weak defending. I mean, look, that's shit defending. Look at him there. He's got to get to that ball first. Not a lot the goalkeeper can do, to be fair. Great stuff. Twerkes, says Gavin. Oh, okay, let me catch up on some super chats. I found your pages over the last year. It made me a United fan. That and the United stand. Great timing on my part. Cheers from Mizozori, says Nick. Well, you're very welcome, mate. And hopefully Man United are on the up. What's up, Mark? Well, we're 4th now. We're 4th now. Liverpool not winning. We're in 4th. I love Saturday night football and I love long throw-ins, despite what I may have said in recent history. What's up, Mark? We're so back, says Devo. You having a go at the ball reminded me of Basil Fawlty hitting his car with the tree branch, says Lee Berman. I'm glad it's not become a meme. I'm glad that didn't become anything. Mrs. is getting jealous. I'm giving you more attention than her tonight, says Ryan. Mate, my missus ain't going to be happy. Saturday night, I've been basically streaming since 5 o'clock. And I did say the clocks are going back, though, so we could stay up late. And she was like, no. I said we could hit a club. Mrs. Shout out to Bailey and Fraz. We are having curries, says Bailey. There we go. Thanks very much for those early super chats. You can do that through the $sign. Please share the video, by the way. We've got nearly 10,000 watching. This could be the ultimate Liverpool loss. United would be ahead of them in the league if Liverpool lose. And they're losing 1-0 here. What did Robbie say? No, we both went with a Liverpool win. Sunderland, very good. I mean, if I'd had time, I don't know whether we've got any Chelsea fans, but I haven't even had time because the Chelsea game ended just as I was going live with Manchester United. But, yeah, thank you for taking Garnacho. We really, really appreciate that. But Chelsea had nearly 70% possession. But they didn't look much of a threat. And it's a bad loss. Sunderland at home for Chelsea. That's a bad loss. It would have been a Chelsea in crisis video, to be honest with you. They're very lucky to have avoided that because I had United stand commitments. That's, you know, not many people get away from not having it. Oh, no, Salah! Good defending by Kelleher. He was nearly in. Not many people get away from a That's Football video in crisis, and they were very, very close to getting it. Very, very close. Salah was in there. Keeper reacted very well. I think Salah just a bit of a heavy touch. Getting messages from people about United as well. Okay, there we go. Brentford have beaten Liverpool before, yes. At here, under Thomas Frank. I mean, look at Kirkes there. Very lucky not to win a corner, Brentford. I don't know what's wrong with Isak. He's not on the bench. Has he got another injury? Definitely not on the bench for Liverpool. Came off at half-time. In Frankfurt on Wednesday. And not on the bench today. In fact, not a lot of experience on the bench. Greetings from Canada, says Finster. Cannot believe we conceded so easily there. I'm usually someone who vouches for coaches, but Slot needs to have Robbo starting over Kirkes, and I'd even go for Chiesa over Salah. Yeah, neutral community, not this channel, says Daniel. I normally am neutral. I'm just drunk on... I've not had a drink, actually, which is unusual for me on a Saturday night. But I'm just drunk on United at the moment, and I want to see United in the top four. So, Liverpool losing. I mean, look, Liverpool want Man United to lose. Man United fans want Liverpool to lose. It's a proper rivalry. And when I saw the team, I did think Brentford have got a great chance. You know, if Liverpool had Robertson at left back and Alisson in goal and Gravenberch in the midfield, I'd maybe think differently. But I think there's a few areas of weakness in that Liverpool team. Isak is 2025 Carroll. Andy Carroll, says Solski. Thank you very much for your super chat. 10,000 watching. Thank you, everyone. Please share the video, get involved, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's free to do that. Get involved with That's Football. Doesn't matter who you support. You're very, very welcome. We are live at 2 o'clock tomorrow for the 2 o'clock games as well. Really looking forward to that. I mean, this 2 o'clock slot on a Sunday is almost becoming... Well, you've got Palace Arsenal at Arsenal and Villa Man City. I'm really excited about the games tomorrow, and you can join me at 2 o'clock for that. Make sure you subscribe so you've got your notifications on. Liverpool starting to push forward here, but yeah, 2 o'clock games tomorrow. You've got Bournemouth Forest, Arsenal Palace, Villa Man City, and Wolves Burnley. So it'll be a bit like a 3 o'clock on a Saturday, won't it? We'll be updating scores all over the place. A lot of space out there, though. Liverpool desperately trying to get back into this game. Remember they scored how many the other night? Was it 5? Loud Walker, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. It's a good game, though. It's a very high-intensity game. It's a bit like Man United Brighton. It was a cracking game if you didn't watch it. 6 goals. Coventry are doing brilliant. Coventry City, absolutely fantastic. Another win for them today. I'm at Uni of Leeds, so quietly celebrating United's win, says Elliot Turner. They'll be all right. They won as well. I forgot we've got to go to Ellen Road. That'll be an interesting game this season. This would be an amazing night, says Mikey, if United win. Well, we have won, and Liverpool lose. It's just nice to not have the pressure on us for a little bit, isn't it? Liverpool probing here. 15 minutes gone already. Brentford have that early goal. Gakpo out on the right-hand side. Been playing well for Liverpool recently. Was obviously thankfully very unlucky against United last week in some of the chances that he missed. Is Wirtz getting a lot of space? Wirtz. I mean, I know a lot of people are trying to say he's a flop. I don't think he will be a flop, and I wouldn't like to give him a lot of space. I mean, Cunha only scored his first goal for United today. Lovely goal it was. It's going to go through to the keeper. Long way to go. There is such thing as scoring too early. If Brentford get another one, I might get off my chair again. Welcome to Members Club, Jay Smurf. Thanks for getting your badge in. I'm cracking open the champers if Liverpool lose after the United win, says Fraser. Celtic Hearts should be a good game also at 12, says Rocky. I might try and watch it, actually, because I'd love to see somebody win the league in Scotland who isn't Celtic and Rangers. That would be, well, when was the last time that happened? I don't even know. But Seb's got a game in the morning tomorrow, so I don't know whether we'll be back for the first half, but we'll see. Good inception there. Hard work by Brentford, but Liverpool are going to pick that up. Do you think Liverpool come back to win the game, says Lisa? Well, let's say yes, and then hopefully it's a jinx that they don't. But it's set up nicely for Brentford now because they would have played this way anyway. They'd let Liverpool have the ball and look to counter. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? They are gonna play that way. If Liverpool lose tonight, does Hanky Panky top the night off for you, Mark, says Scott? Oh my God. Go on, Scott, leave that out. Bit weird that. So yeah, we've had nearly 20 minutes here, and Liverpool are losing. Just going through some of the results from today, by the way. Coventry beat Watford 3-1. I'm more interested in Bundesliga. I haven't seen some of the I don't know what Bayern Borussia Dortmund did at 5:30. National League South. Just give me the bloody other leagues, you twat. No good games in Spain. 1-0 win against Cologne for Dortmund. Cologne are a good side as well. 90 plus 6. That's a big win. Salah down the right-hand side. That's unlucky for Cologne. I like Cologne as well. Big win for Dortmund, though. Frankfurt beat St. Pauli 2-0. Leipzig 6-0. Augsburg. Bayern Munich beat Mönchengladbach 3-0. Napoli back to winning ways. Inter Milan. Big win for Napoli today. 3-1. McTominay with a goal. He started scoring again. And, oh, Wirtz. Would that have been his first goal for Liverpool? What's wrong with Rasmus Højlund with Napoli? He's not on the bench again. Yeah, big win that for Napoli. That was a great chance for Wirtz. Rasmus is injured till mid-November, says Fatal. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate your update. Arsenal United title race on proper. Barclays rivalry is back, says Existence. Are you going to watch Aspinall? No. And Delusional Unicorn says, evening Mark, Liverpool's issue is they bought luxury players like Frimpong and Wirtz when they should have gotten a replacement for Salah and Van Dijk, and should have bought Robertson from Fulham instead of Kirkes, says Delusional Unicorn. Yeah, but Robinson, a lovely play on here. Szoboszlai, it's 4v4. If he goes wide, good defending. Anthony Robinson's been injured for most of the start of the season, so I don't think you can say that, really. Liverpool knocking on the door, though. Szoboszlai into Gakpo. Great cross and flicked header by Ekitike wide. They're getting closer. And there's still 70 minutes of this game left. I feel like Brentford, why am I calling Brighton? Brentford need to be doing a little bit more. Is it El Clasico tomorrow? $3.15. Right in the middle of the good Premier League games. How do you watch Spanish football in the UK? Do you have to use bloody Premier Sports? Another subscription. What do you think of Sunderland, says Jack? I think it's absolutely incredible. I think it's absolutely fantastic what they've done. I genuinely will be honest and say they're the worst team we've played in the Premier League this season, United. So what they've done around that is great. I really was expecting a tough game at Old Trafford, and I don't know whether we played well or they had a bad day, but it's amazing. I mean, this is a newly promoted team that's second in the league at the end of October. That's not like the end of August. It's the end of October and they're second in the league. It's incredible. Oh, getting fireworks now. There's a match going on. What was all that about? Was that the producer having a laugh? Here's something that's a very That's Football relevant question. What are your thoughts on this? So, United against Brighton today. 0-0. Ahmad into the box. Looks a stonewall penalty. VAR says no. Referee says no. We get a replay in game. Still looks like a penalty. Half time on Sky Sports. Not only do they not talk about it, they don't even show it. What's your thoughts on that? Man United have won the game 4-2. I'm very, very happy. But it doesn't change the fact that that was a really dodgy decision that in the UK, we didn't even get shown a replay of it to discuss at half-time. That's censorship broadcasting. That's a very dangerous thing to do when you are not showing people a decision like that to basically manipulate opinion on officiating in this country. I think it's bang out of order. I think it's a dangerous precedent because if it had been a great tackle, they'd have shown it. I think it's disgusting, that is. And you know, we pay a lot of money in this country for subscriptions, but it's not even about that. Why are we getting censored content in the UK? That's a dictatorship. That's a very dangerous road to go down to try and manipulate fan opinion. It's wrong. They didn't even show it at half time. Didn't discuss it, didn't show it. So that's a conscious decision. I think it's disgusting. And the referee was abysmal today. There's an injury here for Brentford. That's what I'm talking about. The referee today was abysmal. Our third goal, Luke Shaw fouled Rutter. We should have had a penalty. He booked Dorgu for a last man tackle, which wasn't a foul, but should have been a red if you're booking him. Just absolutely shocking. And guess who the referee was? Anthony Taylor. And guess who the VAR was? Michael Oliver. I mean, is there a worse combo you would want in football? But, I mean, look, Man United deserved to win and it was a good game for us. But the officiating in this country just gets worse. Need a 3 strikers rule for refs on blatant errors. Suspended for 2 weeks as punishment. Chuckle Brothers were horrendous today, says Luke. Completely agree. Who will be the Salah and Van Dijk replacement, says George. Well, I think Gehi would have been a good signing for Liverpool. They probably need another centre-back as well. And I think if you could get Michael Elise, he's the best right winger. Lovely ball into Kirkes. Can he redeem himself? Basically passed it back to the goalkeeper. Looks like a player low on confidence, doesn't he? You know what I think he was doing there? I think he was trying to pretend he was going to cross it and then shoot. I don't know what this comment's for, but it's a super chat, so I'll read it out. Kieran says, any danger of you giving Amrim some credit? I think I'll just leave you to the chat for that one, mate. I'm not even going to waste my time on your rage bait. There's multiple things I could say, but it would just be a waste of time. But thanks for the super chat. Another player down injured here for Brentford. We'll be playing till 11 o'clock tonight if this carries on. This is what I hate about football. I fucking hate all the stoppages. If you're injured, mate, get off. Craig says it was a rough day as a Brighton fan. You know your problem, Craig? Not your problem. We don't know each other, but you know what your problem at Brighton is? You only play one way. And when you win, like you did against Newcastle, everybody's happy. But you only play one way. And you will never, ever get anywhere near top 4 or 5, even though you've got a good squad, because he only plays one way. He won't change it up. Like, there was a time at Old Trafford today where you should have done what we did at Liverpool. Just punt it long. You know, punt it long and relieve the pressure a little bit. And they're playing out from the back. And we scored, I think we scored 2 goals because of you playing out from the back. The 4th goal and the 2nd goal. First goal wasn't. I'm trying to think the 3rd goal. And Burma, I can't remember how that came about. But anyway, Brentford got a chance to chuck another throw in. Here we go. Long throw in coming in. Oh, no, he's tricked us. Mate, you shouldn't. I tell you what, the referee should. You're meant to get booked. I thought that wasn't there a rule where Ben White got a yellow card for taking that rule's disappeared, hasn't it? Remember that rule where if you don't take a throw in 6 seconds you get a yellow card? Another one from Howard Webb. It's a good point though, isn't it? Ben White, at the start of a season a couple of years ago, got booked. Oh, no. Wasn't Ben White. It was the... was it the Japanese fullback for Arsenal? He got a 2nd yellow or something for taking a throw-in too slow. And nowadays, you can dry the ball with the towel. You can have a little sit down. You can have a look around. It's a great point. They're such a walking contradiction, the PGMOL. There was a rule about throw-ins being taken quickly. And now, even United, Delo runs over from right wing back, dries the ball, has a look, takes about 20 seconds to take a throw-in. They're so shit, they don't even know their own fucking rules. These long throw-ins would change massively if the PGMOL followed their own bloody rules. Tomiyasu, that was it. Look, I don't really like long throw-ins. I don't mind them when Brentford do them against Liverpool, but I don't really like long throw-ins. I don't even like United doing long throw-ins, but they'd stop if the referees actually did abide by the rules of the game and say, you've only got 6 seconds to take a throw-in. There's no way Delo can run across from right back to left back to take a throw-in, is there? We can literally stop long throw-ins if the referees do their job. But, like, some rules just get swept under the carpet. Timber got booked on multiple occasions due to throw-ins, says Mohammed. What happened with the kicking the ball away rule as well, says AR Archive. Yeah, you literally lost 3 points, Arsenal, in the title race because of Declan Rice kicking the ball away. Don't get booked for it anymore. Anyway, Brighton. I've done it again. I've got Brighton on my head because we beat them. Brentford on the attack. Good run. Have a shot, mate. Have a shot. You need to hit it quicker than that. Need to hit it a lot quicker than that, but fella. But Brentford's still on the attack here. If I call them Brighton again, I'm going to get up and walk out. Ooh, good shot there from Jordan Henderson. Distance, long way out. Imagine if he scored. That would be meltdown. No, it wasn't that close, really. Wasn't he that close? Anyway, I can safely show you this now. Got sent this on Friday. It's the new... From Puma, it's the new winter ball. I quite like it. I like the fact it's got like the hazard strips on it, the red on it. Fully pumped up as well. They do feel a little bit lighter, the Puma ball, than the previous years. But, yeah, nice. Be banging that around the garden tomorrow. I might not, to be fair, because it'll get mud on it. But you can clean it. You can clean it. These modern balls, you can clean them. What happened with the kicking the ball away rule? That was AI Archive as well. Thank you. He's going to book him for that. Kirkez. He's having a nightmare season, Kirkez, isn't he? Booked. Cost them the goal. Get Andy Robertson on. Daniel Svensson says, the fact that Amram's made United this good already says a lot about him. Mate, I love the fact that United won, and I love the fact that we've won 3 games in a row. But it's people like you that cause the problem. He's got the worst win ratio in Man United Premier League history, and we finished 15th a few months ago. There's a long road back. Talking about United being that good again, I think most United fans are just enjoying it and going, let's take it game to game. Because I tell you what, if he loses against Forest or Spurs, those people will be going hammer him out again. Hit it. Oh. Lovely feet by Curtis Jones. Is Isak injured or is he dropped completely? Does anyone know? Yeah, you just got to take it game by game, says Real Talk Podcast, which is what Amrim will be saying. I haven't seen Amrim's comments yet tonight, but might be able to have a look at them. Brentford are doing well here at the moment. And he's won the throw-in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 seconds that throw-in took. That's mad. Apparently there isn't a rule. So why did Tomiyasu get booked and Timber get booked? Apparently there's not a... Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they've changed the rules. I don't know. They must have got rid of it then. Isaac felt some discomfort in his groin during the UCL Champions League game, says it's JLR. How happy are you, Cunha and Mbeumo can score, says John. Very, very happy. To have that in the front three makes a massive difference. Do you think Slot is under pressure if they lose, says Evan Whelan. Another throw in here. And a shot wide by Brentford. They're having a good 5 minutes here. I think we need to bring in... I thought we did have one for throw-ins where if you take too long taking a throw-in, you can get booked for time wasting. I think we need to bring the rule in. I do. I think we need to have a, 10-second rule. You can't have 25 seconds to take a fucking throw-in. No wonder the game in the Premier League doesn't flow fast. We need to get the ball in play more. And you can't have 25 seconds for a throw-in. It's ridiculous. What do you think of Voltemader's goal against Forest last week? Says it's JL. He's a technically exciting player, isn't he? Good win for Newcastle today as well. I thought they were going to drop points. Well, I thought they were going to draw. Brentford are on top here. Good defending by Van Dijk. Oh, good shot. Damsgaard and keeper tips it for a corner. Brentford do need another Tris. He's a bit central with that. If that had been in the top corner, well, it would have been a goal. It's a good hit. It's just got a bit too much curl on it. It's a very good hit. It's got the right dip on it and everything. It's just a little bit too central. Corner to Brentford. It's another corner, surely. That's a corner, ref. Should have been a corner. Should have been a corner. We've only got 5 minutes to half time. Obviously, there'll be a little bit of stoppage time. But Liverpool not really looking like they're going to score at the moment. Traditionally under Slot, they have been a second half team. Good cross by Kirkes. Good defending. Edge of the box. Curtis Jones. Straight at the keeper. Com said they can't take any more long throws, says Luke Styles. What does that mean? Who is more of a flop, Sancho and Anthony or Isak and Wirtz? Says Gavin. Yeah, I mean, come on. Sancho and Anthony were at United for what? 3 years each? Isak and Wirtz haven't been there for 3 months yet. Come on. So that's football, mate. Let's try and have some intelligent conversation. At least try. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, it is 1-0 to Brentford from a long throw-in. And Liverpool really haven't created that much in this first half. But Brentford have got some good momentum going on here. Well, that's not well. Sorry, I'd lost the live chat there. Luke Stiles says, as in it was a directive they got told. What, the referees told Brentford they can't take any more long throw-ins? That'd be weird. I genuinely think if you brought Andy Robertson on at half-time and what else have they got on the bench? I mean, they haven't got a lot on the bench that's going to change the game. McAllister would normally be in the team, but he's not playing very well. I mean, look, there's a long way to go, but I don't see Liverpool getting, well, I don't see them winning it. Paul said the commentators did say that they've been told they can't take any more long throw-ins. Lovely run by Szoboszlai, but he's going nowhere. What do you think about Chelsea today? Lovely play. That's a penalty. Oh, he's not giving it. I'd have to see that one again. You know when you just say that's going to be I meant like I thought it was a penalty. I've been caught in 4K there. I can't say it's not a penalty. I did think it was a penalty. Brentford at the other end. Kirkes again making a mistake. And Liverpool have possession back. George says, I think it was a dive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Austin's exactly right. How can you change rules in the middle of the game? Maybe the referee said they're taking too long with the throw-ins, and if they do it again, you're going to get booked. You can do a long throw. You can't change the rule. They can do a long throw-in. Maybe he's just saying they've got to do them quick. And every time they have one, what a ball! He's got to score! Shard through the middle. Take your time. Take your time. Goal. I'm clapping like a fucking seal. I'm clapping like a seal. Kissed by a rose on the grave. I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. Solitary brother. Get in. 2-0. This is great. This is great for Manchester United because we'll be in the top 4. Can I get the league table back on the screen, please? What a pass. Is this Damsgaard? I mean, we haven't seen the replay. He's miles onside. That is probably assist of the weekend. Dare to breathe. Dare to breathe. What a pass. What a pass. What a pass. Get me that league table back on this screen now. Where is it? It's disappeared again. Bloody Pickering. Where's my top 10? Take it there. Liverpool in 6th, Manchester United in 4th. You're not dreaming, it's real. Was this a penalty for Liverpool? That's not the angle. I can't tell you with that. Let me have a look. Sky might have done one there to help the ref out. This is the angle. Does he get the ball? No, it's a penalty. That's a penalty. That is a penalty for me. I think that's a penalty for Liverpool. Being completely fair, I think that's a penalty because, yes, Gakpo makes the most of it, but he doesn't get the ball. I think that was a penalty. But Man United didn't get one today. Let me run a poll. In a way, it makes it even more funny. But I think it was a penalty. We're having a bit of a weird weekend though, because Stonewall penalties are not penalties. So how can borderline ones be? Well, if it's not, why is it not a penalty? Why is it a penalty? Because I think Collins leaves his foot in. It's like what he did to Mbeumo, you know. Collins leaves his foot in, doesn't get the ball, obviously makes connection with Gakpo, so it's a foul. Unless there's no contact, but to me it looks like there's contact. Brentford manager said no more short throws, says Tom Edwards. Well, they've just done another long throw in there. No more long throws, it makes Liverpool sad, says Rob Dobson. I can't do another Liverpool in crisis video. I'd need to come up with a new title. Brentford destroy Liverpool. If there's no contact, it's simulation, and it should have been a yellow. Kelleher versus Marmadashville. Liverpool definitely made a mistake, says Cormac. I don't think you could blame the goalkeeper on either of the goals, to be fair. But Liverpool 2-0 down here. I'm glad I was half thinking about not doing this game. I thought I don't like Saturday 8 o'clock shows. So I nearly didn't do it. But then I was like, I've just got a feeling. I've got a feeling about today. Liverpool's biggest problem is they're not playing well. Like, they're just not playing well this season. So, they've just scored. Look at Kirkez. He's still losing, mate. Nah, that's ruined. That's ruined it a little bit. Well, there's no offside there. Yeah, it's a legitimate goal. 2-1. Andy Robertson would have scored that anyway. Yeah, so Liverpool aren't playing particularly well. Next 2 games are Villa and Man City in the league as well. So if they don't start playing well soon, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle. They're going to keep losing games. The weird thing is, how is he added on 2 minutes of stoppage time on top of 3? Reffing this weekend is abysmal. It really is. That I've only just noticed that. That's disgusting. That is sus, because if you're adding 3 minutes on to 45, you can't then add another 2 on. You know, if you think there's 5 minutes of stoppage time, then you add on 5 minutes. You can't go from 48 to basically 50. You can't do that. And in that 3 minutes added time, there wasn't another minute. So bit harsh on Brentford there, to be fair. But look, I think it was a penalty anyway. 59% of you say it wasn't a penalty. 41% say it was. I think Dansgaard would be a good signing for United, says Cameron. Thank you very much. The Pixel says, I'm a gunner, but 1,000% penalty, tripped and no ball. Roma coach giving politician answers as to why Ferguson isn't playing. Can see him back in the League of Ireland in his mid-20s, says Kenneth. Crisis in Liverpool, says Keel. That goal helps them now. They needed to get to half-time, Brentford, 2-0 up there. 2-1's a dangerous scoreline at half-time, especially when you've just conceded. Yeah, it's a shame. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. If you're tuning in from Football Terrace or from United Stand, you're very welcome. It's been a very good first half here. It's been a very good day as a United fan. Chelsea losing is good for us. Liverpool are losing, and we beat Brighton 4-2. So that's how the league table looks at the moment. United sitting in 4th. If Chelsea had won, we wouldn't have been in 4th. And if Liverpool were winning, we wouldn't be in 4th. So everything's going our way at the moment, and it could go our way tomorrow. If Villa were to beat City, that would be good for us. If Bournemouth don't beat Forest, that would be good for us. And if Spurs don't beat Everton, that would be good for us. I mean, I suppose there is a scenario where we could drop down to below Bournemouth, Spurs and Palace. But I don't think that'll happen. I think Arsenal will beat Palace. Do top 5 get the Champions League this year, says William. I think they will do. Yeah. The Pixel says the ref is a C word. 3 minutes. Yeah. And yeah, I think top 5 will get Champions League this year because the English clubs are doing so well, aren't they? So yeah, I do. Anyway, let's have a look at the stats at half time. Look, I think we could have predicted the game going the way it's gone. Brentford have been direct. Liverpool have had a lot of possession, 68% of it. But Brentford have actually had more shots. And they've had more shots on target. I'm surprised there's only been one corner in the game. It feels like there's been a lot of corners, but most of them have been throw-ins. Long throw-ins, of course. But I feel like Brentford need another goal. I don't feel comfortable with the 1-goal lead. Cormac says Villa are going to smash City 100%. Oh, I don't know. Villa lost in the Europa League, didn't they? And they've only had 2 days rest, whereas City played on Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just said here, SN says, it took nearly 2 minutes to restart after their second goal and add all the long throw-ins. Yeah, mate, I don't think anybody has got a problem with what you're saying there if the referee had said there was 5 minutes added time. But the long throw-ins were taking place before he did that. He could have added that on. So, look, what's done is done. What's done is done. Please do subscribe to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with That's Football. Everybody is welcome here. SOTV says Daniel Hastings. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's some big games tomorrow. I think it was a penalty for Liverpool anyway. I'm always going to be honest. I thought it was 100% a penalty on Ahmad. I think Luke Shaw fouled the Brighton player before our third goal. And I think it was a penalty on Gakpo. I'll always be consistent because I don't rate the officials, so I won't lie for them to protect their shit decision making. But yeah, don't miss the 2 o'clocks tomorrow. Crystal Palace are at Arsenal. City are at Villa. Bournemouth are playing Daichi. And Wolves play Burnley. So big games at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And also in the second half, El Clasico kicks off. So joining us at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Liverpool fans in the chat, take a chill pill. You're not listening. I think the referee added too many minutes on. But you should have had a penalty anyway. 2 things can be right. It's not the end of the world. It's 2-1. We can't change it. Man United should have had a bloody penalty today. We still went and won the game. It's been a bad day for referees. The timer is still going. Yeah, they're trying to get Liverpool an equaliser. We'll end it. Right decision on the penalty. Well-deserved lead. And the rule is minimum added minutes, says Alison Becker. Well, we might not even see. We're on TNT, so we might see the penalty. Sky didn't even show the Ahmad one, which was just disgusting at half time. But yeah, just going back to Liverpool, whether they get back into this game, whether they draw this game, whether they win this game, they're just not playing well. Their biggest problem is they're not playing well. I mean, you look at the first goal, Kirkes. Why is Andy Robertson not playing? I know Kirkes has got a goal, but just because you get a goal doesn't mean you've had a good game. I think he's ropey at the back. He's ropey on that back post. He has been all season. But yeah, Liverpool are not playing well. So everybody looks at their squad, looks at their players and goes, they're going to click at some point. But you can't tell if there's contact here because there's a player in the way. To be honest, now having seen it again, I can't see. Yeah, I'm sort of. It's hard to tell with that penalty. I wouldn't say I would have given it, but you can also see you've got to stick with the referee decision on the pitch. I don't think VAR can overrule it, to be fair. No contact made. You've been on the wine mark. Mate, I don't think anybody can tell me there's no contact there. I don't think the camera's good enough. I think it's a penalty. But I will be fair and say if the referee doesn't, you can't overrule it from VAR because it's not clear and obvious. Right decision on the penalty anyway, says Alison Becker. But yeah, going back to Liverpool, 2-1 in this game. They need to win games like this. I mean, Arsenal will still look at them as potential title contenders. Some people will still look at them as favourites for the title. But the big game I'd be worried about is Man City in 2 games' time. And I just don't... I don't see Liverpool playing well enough to beat Man City at the moment. And they can't afford to lose another game before mid-November. And I know they're losing here, but that's assuming they find a way not to lose this game. And that's not forgetting they've got Villa next week. So Liverpool's big problem at the moment is champions, fantastic squad, some fantastic players, but not playing well. And if they don't find a way to start playing well soon, they're going to keep losing games. And that's the problem for Liverpool. They've got to find a way to start playing well. And they just don't look like it. And I don't know. I don't know why it is. Definitely missing Alisson, says Banana. Yeah, and I think McAllister's not been as good as he was last season. Gravenberch is injured. As we've spoken about before, you're definitely missing Diaz and Jota and Trent and Robertson, who he doesn't pick as much as he probably should do. Salah's not as good as he... I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. You go through this Liverpool side at the moment. Alisson's not there. They're missing him. Robertson's not there. Most games, they're missing him. Trent's not there. They're missing him. McAllister isn't in form. They're missing him. Gravenberch has been injured. They're missing him. Salah isn't playing well, so they're missing him. That's 6. Diaz has left. Obviously, the tragedy of Jota, that's 8. Isak hasn't really hit the ground running. There's a lot. It's not like Liverpool's problems at the moment are not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. They're probably 6, 7 or 8. And that's the problem they've got to try and solve. I think if Mo Salah was in form, that would cover a few of those issues. But you could also argue that Van Dijk's not playing that well as well. Chiesa not playing is a crime against football, says Bisson. Thank you very much for that. Definitely missing X and Y. In today's game, you need enough squad depth to deal with it. Arsenal learned that lesson last season. Look, the reason Arsenal are doing well at the moment is that Arsenal aren't playing well every game, but they've got that consistency. They have made changes, but you've got Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, straight down the spine. Timber at right back as well. I know Saka's been a bit injured, but that's continuity as well. So they've got strong players right down the spine. And then they've, their new signings have done quite well. A lot of them have. Zubimendi settled in very, very quickly. Madueke didn't before the injury. Eze has as well. I think Gyökeres has been decent. So, yeah, Calafiori as well. Mark, if Bruno scored the penalty... Oh, no. Mate, I'm not going down that road. If Gakpo hadn't hit the post twice, we'd have lost to Liverpool. So, let's not get silly. I'm very happy with where Man United are, but I don't think we can make a case to be any higher. I think it is what it is. If Sanchez hadn't ran out and we'd lost to Chelsea, that would have been 2 losses in a row, and maybe Amrin would have got sacked in the international break. So, yeah, I think we've got to be... Savage, you make a great point. I should have done it a long time ago. I'll sort it out. It's not bad if it's 1 or 2 people doing it, but when everybody does it and it doesn't even make any sense, it has to be blocked, I'm afraid. Do you think Liverpool will come back? Probably. But we can live in hope. I just want to see United in the top 4. Well, in fact, talking about that, welcome everybody who's come over from the United stand. Please do subscribe if you haven't. We're getting very close to 432,000 subscribers. We're in fact on 431,912. So we should be able to hit that tonight if everyone clicks and subscribes in the bottom right-hand corner. Very, very welcome if you've come over from the United stand. We're in a good place. This is how the league table looks at the moment. Not a good place if you're a Liverpool fan at the moment. They will want to be getting into a title race. A fantastic place if you're a Sunderland fan, maybe not a Chelsea fan. I mean, look, obviously, I want Liverpool to lose as a Man United fan. And if they do lose, then Liverpool will stay below us. If they draw, they will go above us on goal difference. But we are missing a word here. Beyond this Man United thing that's going on tonight. Look at who's second in the league. Look at who is second in the league. Sunderland. How are they doing that? How are they doing it? Incredible stuff. I don't actually know how they're doing it. I've only watched them play once this season. That was against Manchester United. And they were crap. Talk to me, Sunderland fans. Was that just a bad day at the office, or were we brilliant? So, I mean, I just think we should take a moment to say we are nearly at the end of October. We are on game week 9, and Sunderland are second in the Premier League. And they've just been to Stamford Bridge and won. Durex should sponsor Liverpool. They're the only ones who can offer real protection at the back, says Blah. Harry asked me about Liverpool. Will they pull it back? And, bro, we are good. That wasn't our best team versus United, says Pizza. I've only watched you play one game, mate. I doff my hat that I'm not wearing to your results. They're absolutely fantastic, but I don't have a lot to... I don't understand how Sunderland are second. Or maybe I need to watch you play again. Have we got a new referee coming on here? Oh, we'll be here all fucking night. Can we just get on with the game, please? It's Saturday night. I want to watch a film later. What? Why do I always pick these games? Mojo says Liverpool can't have excuses. Spent 500 million in the summer. It's a problem Liverpool have invited on themselves. Signing expensive players means they have to be played over the players who won the league last season. That will create friction in the dressing room. Honestly, I couldn't care less. Ref's injured. Xhaka could be signing of the season, says Cormac. Well, the great thing about Sunderland is we've had 9 games and they've got 17 points. You probably need 35 to survive. So they need 18 points from 29 games. There's a very high chance they're going to stay up, Sunderland. Thoughts on training day, says Thomas Armstrong. You know what annoys me is why the referee isn't fucking fit enough to start the game anyway. We're not waiting till bloody 9:15 to start a game of football. These Premier League footballers can't sit on their arse for half an hour because you're not fit enough to go, mate. Get your fucking kit on, get your whistle in your mouth, and let's play ball. Have you ever heard of such crap in all your life? There's a delay to the start of the half so the referee can warm up. And whilst he's warming up, the players are cooling down. I mean, you couldn't write it. Another shit day for Howard Webb and his crap organisation. You never thought that a referee might get injured and the sub-referee might want to be doing some shuttle runs at half-time anyway. Travesty. Absolute travesty. This is now an injury risk for players because they're sat around. This is ridiculous. What does the sub referee think his job is? Make the fucking tea. Criminal. Absolutely bloody criminal. Why do United fans act like they never spent $1 billion? Oh, yeah, we're not getting into all of this, mate. We're not getting into all this. Mark, you should watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Funny watch. Definitely if you like The In-Betweeners. First episode is a classic. I've heard of it, Law of the Dingle, but I've never watched it. Which games are you doing tomorrow for the watch-along, says Rickbit? I'm prioritising Arsenal Palace because it's top of the league against, you know, a good Palace side, Eze, etc. But I was tempted to do Villa Man City. I mean, I will watch both, but players are coming out for the second half now. Can you remember that game in the Club World Cup? What was the game in the Club World Cup where it was like, was it Chelsea? And there was like 5 minutes left or something like that. Was it 5 minutes left? And it was like 2 hours break because of the weather. When Sunderland played United, they had a suspension to their best defender and injury to 2 other starting players as default 66. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, I mean that. Thank you. Players are coming out. What was for dinner, Mark? Oh, it's ages ago. I had it early. I had my dinner at like 4 o'clock because I was, well, 4:30. Chicken chow mein. Chicken chow mein, motherfucker. Don't know why I felt like saying that, but I did. And it is after 9 o'clock. Thoughts on the Sheffield Wednesday situation, says Simon Gilroy. Very pleased for the fans. For me, Sheffield Wednesday are a footballing institution of my upbringing. You know, they were always there in the early 90s in the Premier League. The Chris Waddles and the Paul Hursts and the John Sheridans, etc. Big club that, you know, in my era, we sort of miss. So they've been very unlucky with their ownership. And it's great to see fans out supporting the club, buying shirts again, and hopefully they can find a way back. I think they lost today, though, didn't they? I mean, they're probably going to get relegated. It's probably going to be a long road back for them. But, yeah, they lost 2-1 to Oxford. But hopefully they can get themselves back up and running. Like this bloody game. Mate, if you're tuning in, right, listen to this. Referee has got injured, fine. Replace him at half-time. But the replacement referee isn't warmed up. So we've got to wait for him to warm himself up whilst the most important people, the players, go cold. Hilarious. Sheffield Wednesday are on -6 points at the moment. Look at this. This is laughable. Absolutely laughable. I'm tweeting it. I mean, my point is, what if Simon Hooper had done his hamstring in the first 10 minutes? Would we have to stop the game for 20 minutes for the referee to get warmed up? Because that's what's basically happened here. We've waited 20 minutes for a referee to get warmed up, which is fine if it's at half time. But what if it's 10 minutes into a game? You know what? Sometimes I get fed up of calling the PGMO out, PGMOL out. But can we do a film poll? Says Harry. Give us a film poll. Brentford on the attack. That's a bad pass. Oh, Liverpool got a 2v2 here. And that's a bad pass as well. Players probably a little bit warmed down now because of this. Ref says, I had a dream that Sunderland wins the league. Yeah, that's never going to happen, mate. That it won't happen, and people will. I guarantee we're going to see the word Leicester in the live chat instantly, but that won't happen. Pulp Fiction versus Reservoir Dogs. I will do that. Hey, just a little bit of a shout out for my charity stream. That will be, I feel like saying 3 weeks tonight. And I will, because it is 3 weeks today. It's an all-day charity stream. We do it every year. Shawshank or the Truman Show? Shawshank, Harry. Truman Show's very good, but Shawshank's on another level. What's your honest opinion on what's happening at Liverpool, says Fire? I think it's really simple. I think psychologically there'll be multiple things at play. You can't dismiss the loss of Jota, but also second season after having won the league. Drop-offs of players. You're only as good as your weakest link. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of change. It's not as simple as they won the league last year, so they should win the league this year. There's actually a lot of change. And I remember when United brought Varane in, one player, we brought Varane in, and we struggled. We struggled. 3 bold refs, Terry's nightmares. And my point of there, Law of the Dingle says that. My point is there is, look, you know, Isaac at Liverpool, oh, we're going to batter everybody. I think we all thought that might happen. But sometimes, you know, we bought Juan Sebastian Varane into a midfield that had Beckham was still there, Scholes, Keane, Giggs. And we were like, oh, we just bought an amazing midfielder into an amazing midfield. We're going to absolutely tear it up. And it didn't really happen. Pulp Fiction's beaten Reservoir Dogs. I mean, that's interesting because I actually do think Reservoir Dogs is very good. It's more of a thinking person's film, though, because a lot of it's in one place. There's not a lot of change of scenery. It's like a book over a comic. Do you have a favourite Stephen King film? You'd have to tell me some, Ritvic. Do you think any non-Big Six team would have a good cut run like Palace last season, says Tamid, if they take it seriously? Another long throw from Brentford. Oh, Salah. Has he got him? Won't have the pace. Kelleher's out. Light Through Chaos says it's not just the first team problem for Liverpool either. Their bench is completely different to last year. I don't hear it mentioned a lot. Maybe it is mentioned in the Liverpool community, but watching the Bundesliga a lot this year on That's Football, because we've got Friday night games and the highlights. Nice little plug. But Luis Diaz, I know he wanted to leave Liverpool, so, you know, get out of it, get on with it and get out. That's fair enough, but I think he's a massive loss. And, you know, Gakpo's done quite well, but I always feel with Luis Diaz, it was, you know, he's a big loss as well. Maybe he'd be contributing where Salah's not. I also think Jota was a fantastic player, and you know, obviously it's a tragedy, but I'd said it numerous times. I remember the season that Man City won the league. And I think he actually scored against Man City in the game in February. I might be mixing this up a little bit. But he got injured. Jota got injured that season around January, February. And Liverpool started dropping a bit of points. And he you know, he was brilliant before that injury. So he's another player that you know, if you had Jota and Diaz at the moment, but then again, Diaz wanted to leave. So these things happen. Keeper's a loss as well. I think with injuries, you're going to get injuries. You know, if Alisson doesn't get injured, maybe Van Dijk does, you know. Keep, bench or sell. Heat, Godfather and Goodfellas. I will allow you to make a substitution for an equal movie. I would start Heat. I would bench Godfather, and I would sell Goodfellas out of those. Stand By Me is the best Stephen King film. Fight me about it, says T Potion. Shawshank Redemption is a Stephen King story. Well, that would be my favourite then, Kenneth. Saw Kia, thank you very much for becoming a member and getting your badge in. Appreciate that. This ref is the same one that played on till 90 plus 10 for Liverpool against Newcastle, says Mohammed. Back to the Future or E.T., says Jacob. I personally prefer Back to the Future. I never was a really big fan of E.T. I think Liverpool will get a goal. Oh, he's gone down. You can't blow up because it's not a head injury, and even then you don't do it for Liverpool. E.T.'s not a bad film, but I think it's a bit overrated. People loved it when I was growing up. Would you like to see Coventry back in the Prem, says Joe. I would love to, because I think they deserve it. Good save by the keeper. Was there an offside for Thiago? I think he should have scored. If that's not offside, he should have scored this. Lovely breakaway. Shard down the left-hand side. He's going to be on, isn't he? Why did he not hit that first time? He ends up shooting off his left anyway. Why did he not hit it first time? That should have been 3. Reservoir Dogs is a cheap knockoff of City of Fire. I've never seen it either. Head tennis here, but Liverpool clear. Well, The Departed was based on a film called Infernal Affairs, wasn't it? Which is, I think, another film from Asia. You should have volleyed that. How much do Liverpool need Gehi? Gehi, says Simon. I don't think that's the problem. I mean, look, it'd be good to have a player like Gehi, but they've still got Van Dijk and Konate. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is they're just not playing well as a team at the moment. It's better. Brentford are the better team here at the moment. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper. Lovely shot by Damsgaard, but they're still on it, Brentford. Little dink to the back post. Konate. They're still there, Brentford. Damsgaard. Oh, can't get a shot off. Liverpool fighting for their lives here. Looking to break. Brentford have won it again. Still got it, Brentford. Another player on the floor there. There's a lot of people dropping down. He's given a free kick. Right on the edge of the box. I'll tell you what. It would be great. I'm going to keep it in my back pocket, but it would be great. Have I watched the film Manchester by the Sea, says Rex? No. Actually, that Salah should have got a red. Nah. It's a nasty tackle, but I don't think he should have got a red. I don't think he meant it. Got a yellow card for it. Well, if it's a yellow card, then... If Casemiro had done it, I agree, Stephanie, it would have been a red. 20,000 watching on a Saturday night. You're absolute legends, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Please do subscribe. How long have we been waiting for this free kick again? You know what? Sometimes you wander into a conversation and because the game stops in the Premier League, and then you go, why did it stop? A free kick? So why are we waiting 2 minutes for a free kick? I mean, how hard is it for a referee to say, free kick, get ready, Get back 10 yards. Let's carry on with the game. What are we waiting for? He must be being told something. Oh, mate, they might be looking at the Salah thing. Penalty. Ooh, might be looking at a pen. Van Dijk's going to lose his shit here. I think this referee looks like a rabbit in the fucking headlights, doesn't he? I mean, what's going on? What's going on, Gabby? What's going on, Gabby? He's going to be AR. Oh, for God's sake. We'll be here till midnight. Good job the clocks are going back. He's going to give a penalty, isn't he? Gabby! I can't believe it, Gabby. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's going on at Brentford, Gabby. I thought it was a soft free kick. It's now a penalty. I mean, this is going to be it. I tell you what, if they figured that's a penalty, fair play. I mean, I don't even know. He does kick his foot. But it's whether it's on the line or not. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is. Is it your body in the box or is it the part of your body that gets kicked in the box? Tell us there. Because his body is... His foot might not be in the box, but his body is in the box. Tell me the rules. I don't know. I thought it was a soft free kick, but to get a penalty from it... I mean, I tell you what, we should have got 10 penalties for Ahmad if that's a penalty. And he scores it! 3-1 to Brentford. You got to play to the whistle. I said this last week. It's not my fault Michael Oliver didn't see a player lying on the floor with a head injury. And it's not my fault or Brentford's fault that the referee has decided to do that. But what I will take is look at where we are in the league. Andy Robertson's coming on. Probably should have started the game, mate. Just saying. Just saying. Was that a penalty? Can I just run a poll on that? Was that a penalty for Brentford? Well, I sort of... Where I'd be sympathetic here, and I am coming from a position where Brentford are beating Liverpool 3-1 and nothing can change that. Where I would have a bit of sympathy here is that I don't really see a lot of difference between that and Nathan Collins, really. I don't see a lot of difference between that and the one on Gakpo. So treble substitution for Liverpool. Alexi McAllister's coming on. Bradley's gone off. Robertson's on. And Chiesa is on. I didn't think it was a free kick. But... am I right in saying that the rule is if your body's in the box and you get a foul, then it's a penalty? Because I don't think the foot that got kicked was actually in the box, but the rest of his body was. So I presume that makes it a penalty. Well, it'll make it a very interesting last half an hour now. I say half an hour, probably about another 60 minutes yet. It's the place where the contact happens that matters, says Hello. And I think if you make contact with a player on the line, it's classed as in the box, isn't it? I think it's one of those, isn't it? It's probably... It's not like the head injury last week where Michael Oliver got it wrong, and it's not like the Ahmad penalty today where they got it wrong. I think you'll find that technically that was a penalty, but I think we all know it was soft. So, you know, you're not going to get an apology, Liverpool, on that one. You should have got an apology for the Michael Oliver one last week, but I don't think you'll get an apology because it's technically, they'll go, technically it is a penalty. What a great decision, but I think it was soft. I said it in the Man United game today, and we were winning 3-0 at the time. So, you know, we're winning 3-0. And I said, when it comes to officiating in this country now, it's shite. You've just got to basically say it's shite and get on with it. Because there's just no consistency. You just do not know what's going to happen next. And it's not biased against Liverpool or United or Arsenal or Palace. It's everybody. Every game, every week, you don't know what's going on. As I said, Ahmad still... Oh, here we go. Liverpool. Good block. Great defending by Brentford. Vandenberg. But you don't know. Like, Ahmad today. Watch it on Match of the Day later or go and watch it on highlights. Ahmad today, even somebody who hates Man United would say, okay, I don't want it to be a penalty, but I can't understand why it's not. And then the third goal we scored, Luke Shaw grabbed his shirt and pulls him to the ground. It's a foul. Neither get given. And you sort of like go, well, look, I want United to win. You play to the whistle. And that's all. That's the only advice I can do. Play to the fucking whistle. Because the officiating is just baffling. Lovely ball by Damsgaard. Ooh, not good defending there. Brentford on the attack again. Liverpool look shot here at the moment. Good cross! Oh, he's got to score. What a chance. Number 19. I don't know who it is. Oh, that's a chance. That's a chance. That is. That's a chance. That's a big chance. He's got to score that. Got to score that. Utara. Right on his head. Lots of time. Misses the target. Vandenberg is better than Van Disney, says Joe Wright. Sidor says, I'm number one Liverpool fan. I want Slot to stay forever. Read my super chat, says 1. I've got a few to catch up on. What will this mean for Slot, says Chris. Pressure. How mad is this season so far, says Keel? I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. I mean, we were sacking Amrim 2 weeks ago. Now people want him on a 3-year deal. Nev Star says, I'm gutted for Liverpool. Ha ha ha. Leon the professional or the equaliser, says Carlo. I don't think I've watched Leon. Hi Mark, Shrek 1, 2 or 3. Haven't watched 3. That Liverpool out of the title race with City to come. Says, look, I was right last season. One says, someone's calculate how much ET had this season. I don't even know what that means, mate. I really thought I'd missed a super chat of notes there. Flight of the Navigator or Daryl. Never seen Daryl. Nath Footy. Let's see what happens with this corner. Nath Footy says, I missed the match today because my in-laws are in town, but I'm buzzing. I'll watch the match reaction after this. Yes, do, Nath. Thank you. Never watched Spike Island either. Pizza says they won a title, made a load of additions, and the additions aren't clicking yet. What happens when they start clicking? Says Pizza. I was right about Liverpool last season at Christmas when I said they're going to win the league. And loads of Liverpool fans on this channel said, we don't believe you, we're not listening to you. That's fine. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't want them to win the league. I said they were going to win the league at Christmas. Last week, I said, I don't think you're going to win the league. And it's only in the middle of October. And that's ridiculous. But I reckon I'll be right. I don't think you're winning the league because you're just not playing well. And if you're not playing well every week, this is going to be your 5th loss. It's going to be 5 wins and 5 losses. That's mid-table form. If Arsenal win tomorrow, you'll be 7 points behind Arsenal. And you've already played them at Anfield. You've got to go there next. I don't think they can win the league this year, Liverpool. Sorry, but their 4th loss, it's as it stands. I'm looking at as it stands, sorry. 4 losses and 5 wins if they lose this. Of course they could win the league. I'm just saying, in my opinion, they can't win the league. They'd have to go to City in a couple of weeks and win. I mean, Salah's been so... I mean, silence is the right word. Salah's been so quiet today. Brentford deserve to win. It's not, sometimes you think if Brentford are going to beat Arsenal or Liverpool, you're going to need a lot of luck. And they're going to need to scrap it out. But they're good for it. Jack says, how long will Slot last if these results keep happening? Yeah, not long. Do you reckon they win at the Etihad? Says Quinton. Not based on this form. I think Man City are the best team I've seen United play this year. Was it clear and obvious to overturn, Mark, says Bailey? I think that's a great point as well. The referee gave a free kick and then VAR said give a penalty. Is it clear and obvious? You'd have to tell me what the rule is. Because to me it wasn't clear and obvious, but I don't know what the rule is. If you're a Pool fan, would you be slot out? Says Viv. No. I think that is ridiculous. I mean, I know Mourinho won the title with Chelsea and got sacked, but they were in a bad state, and I still think that was bang out of order. You can't win the league and then sack your manager in October because you're out of the title race. Yeah, they changed the referee, got injured at half-time, Aaron. Thanks for your super chat. Became a fan of you as a Liverpool fan, wanting Man United to be worthy rival again, says Ryan with a super chat. It's getting to the point where I'm starting to feel some hatred again and becoming hard to watch you. Keep up the good work. Good. Well, Liverpool have got a corner here. They scored a couple of corners against Frankfurt. And they don't score from this one. Just want the clock to tick down. There's not 20 minutes left. There's about half an hour left because there'll be about 10 minutes added on as it is already. Been a lot of start. The key for Brentford is to not concede any time in the next 10 minutes. You don't want to be 3-2 with 15 minutes to go. Salah. Also, I think sometimes when you've had a soft penalty, they're looking to equal things out. But it could be good for Brentford on the break. "23,000 people watching. I sense that this is a big game in one way or another. From a United point of view, we'd stay in the top 4 as long as Liverpool lose." 63% say it was a penalty. Sky highlights didn't even show the United penalty chance, says Full. Disgusting. Disgusting. I was looking on X earlier because sometimes you can type it in and it's there. So I typed in Ahmad penalty. Here we go. I've got it here. I mean, God, you know what? Right, it'll probably get taken down really quickly, but if you go to X now, Mark Goldbridge, I'm going to retweet it. It's the most blatant penalty you will ever see. I mean, he even sticks his leg out. He literally trips him up. I mean, that is like, if that was in a World Cup final and you're 1-0 down and that penalty gets you an equaliser, you'd be going bloody mad. I can't believe it. Check my Twitter, Mark Goldbridge, and look at that Ahmad penalty. And this was not given and VAR didn't review it. Now look at what VAR has done tonight to Liverpool on a borderline one. Madness. I've watched it 7 times in a row, and every time it's a Stonewall penalty. There's just nothing I can see that makes me think, that is baffling. That is absolutely baffling. I wish I could show it. Touches the ball, stop watching the angle you support, says Logic Supersede. What? Who touches the ball? The Brighton player? Mate, you do realise that you can touch the ball and it still be a foul. And if he touches that ball, then, you know, I need to get a new pair of these. Doesn't matter. But anyway, we won 4-2. I'm slagging off the PGMOL. If you're saying it's not a penalty, have that. 4-2 and 4th in the league. It was a reckless challenge, and it doesn't matter whether you touch the ball anyway. As Howard Webb said last year, when there was a penalty when somebody slightly touched the ball. Liverpool fan, non-Man United penalty was a disgrace. I agreed with you, Arsenal for the league, but changed my mind with Isak signing. Shouldn't have, says T3. I think Leicester sacking Ranieri was the worst of them all, says Alaz. We all know Slot didn't had anything to do last season. Yeah, well, I think that's a load of bollocks, the Bruno. Vib says, I agree, Mark. I find it very fickle and flip-flop. Arna Postacoglu, says Daniel. We live in a very fickle and flip-flop time. People have no patience. Vicky says, do you think West Ham are in trouble? Well, Sunderland are staying up. So one of the establishments going down. The PGMOL needs a reset. The standard of refereeing is in the bin and Brentford have deserved their lead, says GD7. How good of a job is Keith Andrews doing? I mean, I got it very wrong, Groom. Very, very wrong. I put Brentford down as a potential relegation candidate. It just won't happen, will it? He's done a very good job. Jacob says, I think we got robbed by a penalty today, 100%. Mrs. Stone says, here's my take. Arne Slot inherited a monster squad from Klopp. Now he got his own squad and it isn't working. Good point. Ryan says, became a fan. I've done that one, haven't I, from Ryan. Thank you very much. Arna Flop, says Mrs. Stone. The Recon guy says, that penalty is madness. I haven't seen it yet. So when I went to your account, just wow. People say cycles, says Ray. City had theirs. Liverpool had a glow up. Could Arsenal actually end a 20-year barren run? United pending. The funny thing is, I see a lot of people saying that Yeah, it's on my Twitter, Mark Goldbridge, if you want to see the penalty. A lot of people are saying Arsenal are going to win the league now. When I predicted Arsenal were going to win the league at the start of the season, before a ball had been kicked, it was a hot take. And a lot of people laughed. And I'm not even saying that to say you're not laughing anymore. I think at that time it was a bit out there. Because Liverpool had just had a great summer. And Arsenal are the perennial bridesmaid. But I just felt that there was a lot of change at Liverpool, and Arsenal added to their squad whilst maintaining a core of players. But it's not over yet. I mean, what I will say is don't write off Man City at the moment. Man City are creeping up there. You're not laughing now, are you? Says Joe Wright / Nigel Farage. How bad was Belabor today? This is a great point. There's a substitution for Brentford here. So this is a great point, Michael. I was doing the United Stand preview on Thursday night, and I said if I was Hertzler, I would not pick Belabor for this game. He's not played well this season because he didn't get his move to Man United. And you're going to start him in a game where he's not played well this season against Man United. And he was shit. He was really shit. I think he's a good talent. And that's not a reason not to sign him, but I wouldn't have played him today. I don't know whether it means... Look, what I saw from United today, Cunha and Mbeumo are the signings you need to make. That's the sort of mentality you need to sign. Players who give it all. I mean, look, Cunha could have left Wolves, signed a new contract, kept them up. Mbeumo gave it for Brentford every week. I think when a player struggles because they don't get a transfer, they need to bloody grow up a little bit. And he is still very young. But United need mentality kings if we're going to get back. And Cunha and Mbeumo have shown that. I don't want to take risks on players anymore. So Belabor needs to sort himself out and start playing consistently and get his head down. Or I'd avoid that transfer, really. Because we've seen with the likes of Cunha and Mbeumo what consistency and how important it is. And Man United's problem has always been inconsistency in recent years. Beryl Carpenter says, I hope you're doing well. Says, thanks for everything. Hope you're doing good. I don't support any team in the Premier League currently, but Sunderland are going to win the league. No, they're not. HPT. I'll tell you that for free. Better three, Salah, Aguero, Ronaldo, or Hazard, Henry, and Bale? Well, I've got to go with Ronaldo, Salah, and Aguero strip weather. Sagar says Liverpool's next 3 games are Palace, Villa and City. Liverpool could be on a 7-league defeat run. I think they've got Real Madrid between City and Liverpool as well. In fact, they have. Sorry, between Villa and City. Sunderland winning the Premier League would be funny, says Mrs. Stone. Lucy Swan says it's funny because in previous matches the top teams have been rooting for Man United over other title contenders. Now they'll be sweating. Thanks for all your super chats tonight. We've still got 10 minutes to go here. If Liverpool could get one back, I do think there's going to be quite a bit of stoppage time. Here's Salah. Lays it off. Verts, don't know what that was. Other than shit. Anderson or Belabor? I think Anderson's more consistent at the moment, Michael. I think Belabor, when he was on it last season, is a very good player, but consistency is key, isn't it? I would always take an 8 out of 10 player who gives it you 90% of the time over a 10 out of 10 player who gives you it 60% of the time. If Slot got sacked at some point, and that's ridiculous to say at the moment, but let's say Liverpool never get back in the next season, where would they even go next? Same problem that Man City have got. If Pep Guardiola's retired tomorrow, and Slot got sacked tomorrow, where would Man City and Liverpool go? There isn't actually a viable manager market at the moment, I don't think. You'd end up shopping in the same shop that United were shopping in a couple of weeks ago. You'd be talking about people like Oliver Glasner, who doesn't play the football that Liverpool would want. Maybe Xavi, who's never managed in the Premier League before. Iriola at Bournemouth. You know, you'd be shopping in that shop, wouldn't you? Unless Klopp came back. You could go for Southgate. I agree, Greg. That would be great. I think Liverpool and Southgate would be incredible. Oh, I tell you what. I think it was Atara again there. Getting in ahead of Konate. Lovely cross. And I think Konate's waiting for the header to come to him, but got there in front of him. Delightful cross. Liverpool could go for Ten Hag, says Even Whelan. I think this again would be... No, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. 5 minutes of normal time to go. Liverpool losing 3-1. We're about 10 subscribers away from 432,000 subscribers, so please do subscribe. Get involved with That's Football. We're back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a match reaction tonight. I'm not stupid. There will be a match reaction tonight. But next live content will be 2 o'clock games tomorrow. Arsenal against Palace. Villa against Man City. We'll be covering those two. But also Bournemouth at home to Forest. Bournemouth with a chance to go back into the top four. I mean, they were very close to beating Palace last week, of course. Great start to the season for them. Jenny says, Cunha and Mbeumo clearly love playing for United. They play for the badge. Players with that mentality are required. I am happy that the penalty was not given because it gave Man United the confidence to win, whereas if the penalty was given, we may not have won the game. We responded to it, definitely. Little Sam, how you doing, Sam? Sam's Art, hope you're doing very well. Do you think Amrim can do an Arteta? I hope so. I hope so. To go from a section of the fan base being manager out to being successful would be great. Would you take Kane on a one-year deal, says Spears? Not for 56 million and 300 grand a week. 400 grand a week. Who would you sack first, Maresca or Slot, says Ramazan? I wouldn't sack either, mate. But if I had to sack one, it would have to be Maresca, wouldn't it? Came back from my evening walk, says Rub. Have not seen my favourite barista for a week now. Coffee doesn't taste the same without her. My two teams, United and Sunderland, yes, says Jamie. Look at the long balls Liverpool are playing. It's ironic, says Elliot. Fabregas is doing a good job at Como, says VBA. Well, remember, I think Liverpool did want Alonso, didn't they? But obviously he had been tapped up by Real Madrid, I think. How many years is Slot's contract, anyway? Rub says, Maresca out right now. Give me a break, lads. It's so congested. The top 10 is so congested. Like, you can literally lose a couple of games, win a couple of games, and you're right back. I mean, if Bournemouth win tomorrow, they're second. If Man City win tomorrow, they're second. If Spurs win tomorrow, they're into the top 5, and even though they lost their last game. Chelsea, obviously, have got to wait and see what the damage is, but it does change around very, very quickly. I mean, Chelsea's next game is next weekend away to Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham's next 2 games after tomorrow. We've got Everton away, then Chelsea at home, and then Man United at home. And Liverpool, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock again next week. I'm definitely watching that. Salah! Bloody hell. Oh, that was good. That was out of nothing. Brentford. Why are Brentford trying to play out from the back? What? You stick to long throws and long balls. What a finish by Salah that is. It's literally in the top corner. Absolute worldie. Watch this. Takes it down with his left foot and smacks it in the top corner with his right foot. Fucking hell. That's some goal by Salah, that is. Why are Brentford playing out from the back? They're on the attack here. Oh, header over the bar. Thiago. Now what? There'll be more than 7 minutes added on, mate. I reckon there might be 9. I reckon he'll add 9 or 10. If this is 7 minutes, I'll do the conga. 7 minutes or less, I'll do the conga. This is going to be north of 9. "23 minutes, says Red. Corner. Give a corner, ref. No, he's offside. We've only got 5 seconds to wait. Yeah, it was a corner. 7 minutes! Do, do, do. Come on and do the conga. Do, do, do. Whoa, do, do, do. That's it. I said I'd do it. You. Come on and do the conga. I can't remember the words. 7 minutes is still a long time. Some people are saying, where did it come from? Oh, mate, they took ages on the penalty, didn't they? I genuinely thought there was going to be about 10. No, get up, Thiago. This is the worst thing you can do as a Brentford player. He's given 7 minutes. I mean, that's a penalty, isn't it? He elbows him in the head. That's more of a penalty than the other one. That's a penalty, that. He really will be Van Disney if this gets given. He's given up 2. That should be a penalty. You can't jump with your elbows like that. It's like that. There will be 11 minutes now. I retract the conga because this all has to be added on. It's not going to be given a penalty. Sam Alam says Lot is just a big Ten Hag. Jamie says he's got a foot like a traction engine. Next manager to go, says Simon. bloody 10 o'clock. Well, you'd think the Wolves manager, but he just signed a new contract. I mean, it really should be the Wolves manager. Fulham are dropping, aren't they, as well? I mean, Fulham are a bit low for where I would expect them to be. It's just so, it's ultra competitive, this Premier League. In 2 games' time, you know, it could be Maresca if Chelsea don't pick up a win. Quinton says you've got to do a conga in reverse to undo it. This ref's been a bit shit, hasn't he? I mean, it's the Premier League. Welcome. So we've still probably got about 7 minutes left because we've only had a minute of the 7, really. So I'd say we're going to hit 100 minutes. Here. Don't take too much notice of the 7 because we've lost about 3. Yeah, good goal by Salah. Was a good goal. Rog, you know what? I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I don't know why the TV cameras didn't show that Van Dijk elbow a little bit more, because from what I saw, I think if that happens on the halfway line, you get a free kick and a yellow card. And I think with VAR, they're in a position to say that's a foul, mate. I think it's hard for the referee in real time, but is that not what VAR is for? You know, he leads with his elbows. Vaped Crep says, love your career mode, always funny. Although you're crap at FIFA, I took a notice to how you get players in. Reminds me of the Man United owners since 2005. Funny coincidence. Yeah, I'm top of the league, mate, so it can't be that bad. Playing on Ultimate. I sort of bit on that one a little bit. Another long throw from Brentford. Didn't take a long throw. This is time wasting, this is. This is what I want to see stopped. Long time wasting on throw-ins. It'll be straight into the 2 PM games at this rate, says Harry. The clocks do go back in the UK, so at least we get an hour back. What do you think of Kode as replacement for Delo at right back, says Sharon. I don't think he's that good, mate. I think his long throw-ins are good, but not for me. Another corner for Brentford. Keeping the ball at the wrong end. Or the right end, depending how you look at it. Jokes apart, even if Chelsea finishes outside top 6, I will stick with Maresca. Changing a manager every 2 seasons makes no sense and takes you nowhere, says Rob. Exactly why I don't want Amrim to go as well. Samalam says Big Ange is available if Liverpool want him. It's very harsh on Big Ange. He always wins a trophy in the 2nd season and he didn't even get a 2nd month. It's been a successful hate watch, says Tazzy. There'll be another 3 minutes here. Yeah, there will be. Yeah, we'll go to 100 minutes here. He keeps stopping his bloody clock every bloody time. Why don't you just get on with the game? This ref, this ref's worse than the first one. I'm not doing a match reaction if Liverpool get an equaliser. I'm going to bed. Yeah, live at 2 tomorrow for the 2 o'clock games. Arsenal with a great opportunity to open up a gap at the top. Again, do Arsenal need to capitalise on this result, says Fabregas? Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, no one's going to count Liverpool out of the title race yet. So you've got to take advantage of it because you never know when things are going to change. I personally don't think Liverpool can win the league, but Van Dijk's up front. But Kelleher pounces on it. I think it'd be a tough game for Liverpool, for Arsenal tomorrow, though, against Palace. What's he doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What is this referee doing? What is he doing? Is he giving a corner? Because the goalkeeper took too long with the kick? They score from this corner, which they haven't. Still going on. Long throw in from Liverpool now. Imagine. Surely if you're good at long throw-ins, you're good at defending them as well. Brentford clear it. Get your whistle in your mouth and blow it. So Bosley goes long. Referee's not blowing yet. God. Salah. Still Salah. Lovely ball. They're on the back post. I don't fucking believe it. Oh, God. I thought Van Dijk was going to tap it in. Referee. Mate, you've added on another 3 minutes. I think that's it. I don't think there's this long, mate. Come on. Still playing. Thiago went down. I'd say there was 3 minutes. Oh, Salah on the back post. He's kept it still in. Chiesa. My God, they're still there. Ref, blow the fucking whistle. Szoboszlai, great save, Kelleher. We've had 4 minutes on top of the 7. And he blows the whistle. And Brentford have won the game. Fair play. Well done. Get me that league table up. We'll keep that on. Where's it gone again? I've missed it. That's how the league table looks now. Manchester United in 4th place tonight. Brentford up to 10th place tonight. Liverpool stay in 6th place tonight. Big win. Big win. And I just had a feeling today. I wish I'd said Brentford were going to win in win, lose or draw. But that was a risk to do that. Fantastic win for Brentford. They've had such a good season so far under Keith Andrews. They deserve massive credit. But for Liverpool, it's just starting to slip away, isn't it? The title grip is starting to slip. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to do a match reaction. If you want to join me tomorrow, we're live for Arsenal Palace and Villa Man City. What can tomorrow bring? The football is thankfully, I've got to say this, the football has been good. The officiating is shit, isn't it? Let's be honest. Take care. I'll speak to you all in a bit.